Good morning, my friends. It's your old pal Peace Love Music with another DeOrganized Media morning update. What's going on in the Stacks ecosystem? And we've had a really interesting few days. Some bad things have happened. Good morning. Say it in the comments if you're watching. I really would love to get some feedback and or just some good mornings dropped in the comments to let me know that you guys are watching, that you appreciate the show. And I like it when you guys tell me good morning. It makes me feel good. So drop a good morning in the comments while you're watching. Let me know you're watching. I really appreciate that. So the first story, and I'm sure most of you already know about this. Charisma DAO had an exploit. It was it's believed, or my understanding from what I've heard from other people, and there was a tremendous amount of response from the community, but it was I believe that the attack was instigated through the creation of a fake coin contract that was pushed through an exploit, or they exploited the governance piece of the Charisma platform to get the token accepted into their staking pool, or their staking piece of the platform. And from there, the malicious code was used to drain all the stacks, the Charisma pool, and also the two largest meme tokens on Charisma, which are RuCoin and Welsh. The attacker drained those funds. There were many people in the community that were directly attacked with this. There was a lot of funds lost. I believe it was somewhere around $300,000 worth of stacks. I don't know the dollar amount for the other tokens, but it was significant amounts. And our deepest sympathies go out to the victims of this attack, the whole community. This actually affects all of us indirectly, even though many of us didn't have those specific assets staked on Charisma. It did actually affect all of the tokens that were in Charisma as far as market value impact. And it's just it's an awful thing that happened. I feel really bad for Rosar, and I know he's indicated that he's going to make everybody whole to the best of his ability, but we're talking about a significant amount of funds here. And I know that there's been some community efforts to try to raise funds to help the victims. There's a possibility that the funds will be recovered. I know people are holding out hope for that. Perhaps this was a white hat hack. Some people have suggested that, although I don't know if that's really realistic. One good thing that has come out of it is and again, the community stepped up. That this is number one. The community stepped up. The community responded. There was a tremendous amount of instant coverage and instant attempts to help protect the community as soon as it was figured out within a very short amount of time. Landy was instrumental, taking the lead on going live and providing a conduit for information to be available to the community as to how to move forward, and also to give a platform for the members of the community that could actually look into the contracts and determine what happened and figure it all out. So shout out there. I mean, it was a tremendous showing the days after the attack and what happened, but it was it still happened. And one of the topics, or one of the subjects that's come up out of that, is that the community, it's very, very expensive to have contracts audited, especially for new projects or on a shoestring budget, bootstrapped, trying to pay. People say $5,000 to $10,000. It's probably more closer to that $10,000 number, and oftentimes could be more. And when there's no funds, that's unreachable. And it's bad for the community that that projects, it's understandable that projects would skip that part of the process if they have a project that they think that they can put out to market, that there's demand for, people will participate in it. It's understandable that they think that they've actually done all the right stuff for their contract. It's possible that they didn't, they skipped that audit process because they didn't think they needed to. But this leaves our community vulnerable. So there's been a lot of discussions as to how to address that. I know that there's some people looking at ways to maybe make the audit process cost less, but I think so. Others have suggested that the creation of an independent community audit mechanism, like a public audit service, some kind of public trust or public goods capacity or entity that can be financed through some kind of mechanism, and there's some voting involved, and obviously it needs to be ironed out and figured out. But I have hopes that could be, maybe we could create some kind of community entity that just kind of randomly and continually audits all of the projects that are in the ecosystem and provide that data to the general public and to the community, and as a means of protecting the community. And maybe that's something that I think that would be a tremendous value add. Obviously, we're talking about resources that we don't know where they might come from and who might be participating, and there's a cost involved to everything. So obviously, if someone's performing an audit, they have to get paid for that. But I think that there's a need in a decentralized space for a voluntary quasi-public nonprofit entity such as this that could provide other security services down the line too, including auditing, for the sole purpose of protecting the community from these kinds of attacks, which I think would make a lot of sense and would be very valuable to the Stacks ecosystem. So something I'm interested in. If you have any ideas on that, or any opinions, or if you got hit by the attack, or if you know anything about it, feel free to drop some comments. Certainly want to know the whole story as to what's gone on, and hopefully we can get those victims made whole. In some good news, really great news, actually, so getting used to my crawl here. The Stacks Lab cohort has been announced. Congratulations to the 17 applicants that have been accepted into the newest cohort for Stacks Labs. Or I'm not sure if it's the first one or it's the first one under the new setup, but real quick. 0xWin, Benaya, Peter, Abdul Samad, Cyborg, Muratador, Sanji, Abims, Daniel, Papichulo, Set Jesse, Age Devs, Flames, Riker, and Web3 Memer, Arawolo, Kahinde, and Gabi. Congratulations to all of you, and big congratulations to Sam, the Liberal Thumb, for his project, and really excited about what's going on with that, and expecting some really good things to come from there. Let's see. Really cool news today. Stacking has actually gone live on crypto.com. So you can, that's not our preference. Obviously, we're big supporters of self-custody. We love using Xverse wallet and Leather wallet. Other wallets like Orange, you can still stack your tokens with self-custody and earn Bitcoin yield that way. But it is a huge achievement for Stacks to be, for staking Stacks and earning Bitcoin yield to be brought to a centralized exchange like crypto.com. That's great for the community. Awesome news. However, if you're buying Stacks anywhere, crypto.com, Coinbase, wherever, Mexi, anywhere you're buying Stacks, we always recommend self-custody as the best process, the best policy. Put it in a self-custody wallet, stack it yourself, stays in the wallet. You don't have to trust a third party to control your funds or to manage your funds properly. And that's what decentralization is all about. I do want to also mention we finally have a date for we finally have a date. I don't know if this is going or why it's not going. There we go. Nakamoto upgrade block 846 should come right around October 10th, more or less. Sometimes it depends on how fast the blocks go between then and now. But right around October 10th, we're going to have Nakamoto in full effect, fast blocks, and that just opens up a whole nother paradigm for the Stacks ecosystem. There are a ton of projects waiting to upgrade and add new services or launch even their mainnet stuff because they need fast blocks for everything to actually work properly. They've been building for this for a long time. So we got fast blocks coming very soon. That's an awesome development. And I do want to also mention we have if you guys are not participating, you should absolutely be take a look at ZeroAuthority DAO and participate in the bounties program for ZeroAuthority DAO. You go to ZeroAuthority.xyz, you click on bounties, and you can scroll through. There's a bunch of projects. I think I counted like 15 or so active bounties the other day. And that's another project too. We're waiting for fast blocks. V2 is going to come out. But one of the bounties right now, one of the newer bounties, really cool project, Signal 21. If you're not familiar with Signal 21, they're the leading provider of real-time Bitcoin L2 data. You can actually get some of that access at data with a free account, signal21.io, and they have a really cool bounty where they're looking for someone to design a new icon for their Twitter account. So the Signal 21 Twitter account, you go to the bounties page on ZeroAuthority. You do have to set up a ZeroAuthority account, which you want to have anyway. That's going to be very valuable to you in the future. It's a place to get on-chain reputation, to possibly hire or be hired for certain gigs and or participate in these bounties where you can earn some stacks. Signal 21's offering 49 stacks for the person who designs the icon that they end up choosing to use. So you could earn 49 stacks for designing a cool icon for Signal 21. Check that out. We also have a bounty going on still. It's running through the 30th of September, so it's almost time's up. You can check out our bounties listed there under DeOrganized on the bounties page. We're bounty number 12. We had a long running bounty, and there's just an announcement tweet. You go to the tweet, you retweet, you copy, you post some specific information, and then you go to the bounty page and you just show the link to the post that you made, and that enters you, and someone's going to win 20 stacks. We're actually getting kind of close. If we actually get up to 1,000 followers on the DeOrganized BTC Twitter account, X account, we're going to go to we're actually going to raise it's 20 stacks to the winner of our bounty. However, we're going to raise that to 50 stacks if we get to 1,000 followers before the end of the contest, which I think we're a couple hundred away. It could happen. Our account is growing slowly and organically right now. We're not actually doing any specific ads running right now for that. But it's possible you could win up to 50 stacks if you participate in our bounty. And I got to go through the calendar. We don't have a huge calendar today. I know you got Crypto Landy. I think he's going at 1:00 today. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it advertised, and I know he spent a lot of time working on this charisma issue and hosted a lot of spaces and was in a lot of spaces as far as trying to coordinate that stuff. So I'm not sure if his show is happening on today, but Mondays at 1 is usually his show. And then we also have Stacks London at 5 p.m. Stacks and Chill. Great guys. If you're not familiar with the Stacks London crew, check them out. They're every Monday from 5 to 7. You can check them on a Twitter space. that's all we have for today. You join us live tomorrow morning. I got GPSC coming on again. He's going to chat about what's going on with him. He might have some perspective on the charisma hack from his standpoint. I know he had some funds in there and he's been working with a project. So hopefully he's doing okay. We're going to have him out tomorrow. I believe Staxy is going to join us on Wednesday. I think I have a special guest coming on Thursday. I don't want to announce who it is yet. It's someone I've been working on getting on the show, and I think he's ready. He's just about ready. We were talking this morning about it, so I think I have a special guest coming on Thursday morning who has not been on the show yet. A good friend of ours, a great guy in the community, and I'm excited to have him. And then Friday mornings with Jack, I think we're going to keep doing that. So I love doing our morning show. We're not, I don't have a specific guest lined up for our Wednesday spotlight space yet. I have a couple of people I'm going to talk to, but I haven't lined that up yet because I've just been tied up with some other stuff. We do have some really interesting guests that we'll announce later this week for our Thursday morning. For our Thursday DeOrganized podcast. Again, all of this is with Bitcoin Live. Shout out to Bitcoin Live. Nick at Bitcoin Live is just an awesome dude. I love the shows that they have. They had some really great stuff all weekend. If you're not paying attention, follow Bitcoin Live and check out their shows. There's some great content there, a myriad of different things. All people that are part of the Bitcoin ecosystem within Stacks and or outside of Stacks and doing some great stuff. So there's some great coverage, great content being put out on Bitcoin Live, our partner, and check out their stuff as well. And comment, please, say hi in the comments when you see the show. I really can't stress enough how much it means to me when I get, my buddy Squidfin saying good morning, and I get, Hero Gamers coming and saying hi. Good morning, Squidfin, J.O. Good morning, Hero Gamer. Thank you for supporting the show. And then also Nobody Famous. Landy was instrumental. Landy's a tremendous asset to the space. He's newer, but I don't think there's a lot of people around that haven't heard about him now. Just an awesome guy. He brings a tremendous amount of value from the TA perspective. He provides really great technical analysis, and then also he knows a lot about just a lot of different things. Very in touch politically, or understands the political atmosphere, and also is just a genuinely good dude. Socks are a little moist sometimes, maybe a little bit too moist, and we are always vigilant in our fight against excess moisture. So change your socks, get fresh. We love Landy too. Thank you all for tuning in. Y'all have a blessed day. I know things are tough for a lot of people right now, but we'll get through this. Awesome stuff's coming for Stacks in the ecosystem. I feel very confident that Charisma will get it sorted out, that Rosar will be back in action, and that that project will move forward and thrive into the bull run that we're starting to get into. Also on the crawl, you guys may not have noticed this. Bitcoin's in at about 63.5, just under 63.5 this morning. Stacks is up to $1.80. However, it dropped a place in the overall market cap from 35 to 36 because Immutable X actually had like a 12% gain yesterday. So Immutable X actually jumped a couple of spaces up and surpassed us. So we got to get Stacks moving up in the other direction, which I'm confident it will. All this stuff happening, SBTC on Solana, SBTC coming, fast blocks coming. We just got staking on crypto.com. These are all things that happen like really quickly, super excited to talk to everybody about Singapore. I love Munib's new posting style. He's getting out there. He's engaging. He's amusing. So I really love that aspect. And there's just a lot of good stuff to come. It's Monday. Head into the week strong. work on your processes, tighten things up, and keep moving. Keep moving. Don't let setbacks stop you. Everyone hits some setbacks, but we just keep rolling. We keep moving. That's all we know how to do.